Hey guys, what are you doing? I'm in my walk-in, but this is mostly hardware stuff, so I don't keep it very warm in the winter. I keep it above freezing, so it's kind of cool in here right now. I'm taking inventory, make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. I was on JAP this morning and I answered a question from a member, and the question was basically, how do I save a recipe as a favorite? Which in a sense is pinching the recipe. But it brought something to mind that I hadn't used for a while and I came back to, and that's our recipe box. And I thought I might do a short video on how you use that because it's a really nice feature, especially if you are a Premier member. So I'll tell you what, let me stop this now because it's kind of cold anyway. And let's go ahead and go into my studio and let's look at the recipe box. What do you say? Alrighty then. I am on a Macintosh, you may not be, and that does not make any difference. I am using Safari as my browser, which is the default for Macintosh. Again, that should not be an issue. I have found that some browsers do work better or worse based on the type of browser it is. That's something you'll have to experiment with. Now we're talking about the recipe box. So I'm on my kitchen site, my home kitchen, but that doesn't matter, okay, it doesn't matter. Up in the upper right is your avatar, cute little guy right up there. Go ahead and click. And when you do, you're going to see all kinds of really fun stuff. Cookbook Builder. Ever think about making a cookbook? Click there and figure it out. You've got a menu calendar. You've got My Recipes, favorite cooks, your groups, and this one right here is the one we're concentrating on. That is Recipe Box. Go ahead and click it. Now you will notice I have a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to show you is how you get rid of something if you don't want it. So I made Andy's favorite meals right here. There's nothing in it yet. I made one called Easter meal and holidays. Now I don't want holidays anymore or the subfolders down here. So I'm going to select it. This is how you get rid of a folder if you don't want it anymore. I'm going to go to Edit Folder over here with that one selected and say Remove down here. It's going to say, you really sure you want to do that? Yes, I am. If you've never been here before, it's going to say Add New Folder up here. Now to add a folder, basically you're going to click the button. You're going to give it a name, like say, Holidays. Nested under. Now we'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to leave that at root. And I don't want a folder icon. I think I want a knife and a fork. Click Save Folder. So you now have a holiday folder. But I don't know about you. There's a lot of holidays out there. I would like to nest, and that's what's called nesting, the holidays inside the holiday folder. And that's what makes this valuable. So if I come back up here again and say Add New Folder, let's call this one Christmas. Incidentally, it is Christmas, not Xmas. I want to nest that one under holidays. Click Save. And you can see it's now nested under holidays. Let's do one more. Add New Folder. We'll call this one, how about Easter? I want to nest that one. Actually, no, let's do this. I'm going to forget to change where I want it and click Save. And you see it's up here and it needs to be down here. So we select Easter, go back to the Edit Folder button here and say, I made a mistake either in the name, misspelled it maybe, or I want it underneath holidays, not under Christmas. That would be a nest within a nest, just under holidays. Save the folder. Now you can keep this up all day long. Have all kinds of folders that all you have to do is click on them to find the recipes, but you'll notice it says no recipes to show. How do I get recipes from my pinched recipes into this folder? Well, go up to all pinched recipes up here, and that will show you everything you've got. So you start scrolling through and you go, Auntie A's Easy Chocolate. Man, that was really good. And I would love to have that one in my Christmas open house. How do I get it there? This button up here in the upper right-hand corner, go ahead and click. Now you can print it. That's a good thing. You can add it to your grocery list. Now that's another one you might want to consider because you can make a grocery list from multiple recipes and then print the recipe list and go to the store. I want to save it to a folder. Which one? Christmas. Now, if we come back up here again, sometimes you have to click on it to actually see it. There it is. You actually have it inside there. Maybe you want one in Easter. Come up again and say all pinched recipes. And say, just for the sake of argument, Aunt Essie's Holiday Wassail. I had this the other day and I woke up 3 days later. It was just really an experience. So what I want to do here is click here and save that to a folder. But we're going to have that on, say, Easter. Okay, you get the idea. Now you can remove it here if you want to. You can do anything you want. It's your pinched recipes that are put into the folders. You say, well, you know, it's kind of cool. I like that. That's awesome. But what about other sites? I mean, what if I find a recipe on another site and I don't want to be the one to convert it into a recipe on just a pinch? I just want to pinch that one. If you come up here, you will notice there is a How Do I Save Recipes from Other Sites link. And if you click it, basically what it's going to do is show you how to add to your browser the Pinch It button. So you could add that Pinch It button, pinch recipes from other sites. You could then go back into this area right here, find it, and then basically add it to one of your folders. Now here's something else to remember. If you add a recipe and you're looking at things, say A to Z, so they're alphabetized, and you don't quite remember the exact name of that particular recipe you just recently pinched, you can click Recently Added, and it would be there. So that is the most recent recipe that I have pinched on Just a Pinch. You could also say, show me the highest rated ones. Now those are good oven-baked fries from Bonnie. So what you do here is you bake those fries because they're awesome, and then you drown them all down with the ultimate margarita over here. And that sounds like fun to me. The recipe box. It's been there for a long time. It's been improved. But it's a way to take all of those billions and billions of recipes that we have and organize them. Now, that's about it. It's a very nice feature. You have hundreds and hundreds of recipes that you've pinched. I think I have about 900. And it's nice to be able to organize them into folders and even subfolders that allow you to find what you need quickly. Your recipe box. And it's Andy Anderson saying, keep the faith and keep on cooking. Now I got to get back to inventory.